Hey Aliyah, do you want some coffee?
Hey Rudra, no. Tea. Some milk. 2 sugars please.
2 sugars?
Yes. And some milk. Awkward, isn't it?
That's what the series felt like.
Let's jump right into the review.
Shut up and sit down.
The trailer had us fooled. One thing that the series got bang on was the trailer. It was fast-paced, exciting, and an adrenaline pump really. But the series is quite the opposite. It is slow, with only an illusion of being fast due to the constantly changing scenes. And the urgency and the excitement of the trailer are altogether missing. There are exactly 0 thrill moments. We felt a little duped. Learn to copy. You know that kid in the exam hall who copies everything from your sheet and still manages to fail? Well, this series is a scene-for-scene remake of BBC's Luther, which it gravely fails at. Luther is based in the UK, so the sets, the designs, the costumes, the vernacular dialogues are all accordingly correctly fitted. Whereas with Rudra, you never really feel that you're in Mumbai, except when they probably mention CST or show us a couple of its shots. There is so much at disposal with Mumbai. The cramped roads, traffic, the potholes, the underbelly, the local trains, but the character of the city was missing in the show. Except for exactly 2 dialogues in Marathi, no real effort was made to Indianize this series, and it would literally have been placed in Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, and it wouldn't have mattered. There's literally a shot straight from The Shining. Let us know in the comments if you caught this one. And lastly, the psychosexual deviant criminals that the series revolves around seem too western, and we would urge the creators to look at how the psychotic killers were written and captured in series like Asur and Patal Lok. As it currently stands, the series felt like a glorified version of CID, but gets so bad that somewhere you actually start praising the Sony series a little more. Translation is not dialogue writing. More than anything else, it's the dialogues that let the series down. Look, listen, there are simple dialogues and then there are complex, well thought out dialogues. Here the makers are trying to make the simple dialogues sound like they're complex and expecting a wow from the audience for absolutely peanuts. Dialogues make you feel like characters are not angry enough and reactions seem out of place and either too over the top or too inadequate. It's horrible. Screenwriters and dialogue writers have all majorly failed to capture the essence. Here are a couple more for you. Welcome back.
बाहर डोर मैट पे भी वही लिखा है. कुछ नया तो बोल. Am I right or am I right?
You're right. And you're right. एक माँ, एक बहन, एक boyfriend. But then there are others that made us feel like perhaps there is talent after all, but maybe there was a lack of intent. One we especially liked was उसे लगा वो अपना कुछ लेने जा रहा है, मुझे लगा वो मेरा कुछ लेने आया है. And one last thing, the audience isn't stupid. Every single chain of thought is explained in much detail, which translates to some awful conversations. And that is why when Atul Kulkarni says, क्या ये वो time है जब सिर्फ तुम्हें मालूम है तुम क्या सोच रहे हो? We couldn't help but laugh at the irony. Supporting cast outshines Ajay. Let's start with Rashi Khanna. She has nearly the same expressions throughout, but she does a fine job with them. She has the psycho quality nearly the same as Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, but toned down and subtle. In other performances, Hemant Kher is cold-blooded and thoroughly believable as a psycho killer, and Luke Kenny does shine in whatever little he's given to work with. But if there's one performance that absolutely killed it, it was K.C. Shankar as Siddheshwar Kumar. His performance reminds us of Mads Mikkelsen in Hannibal. It's bone-chilling and well executed, and if the background score had supported better, it could possibly have been Shankar's best we have seen. Maybe there's something in this character for a spin-off series with much more potential? Makers, are you listening? Atul Kulkarni tries, but his performance is neither here nor there. Much of it is similar to what we saw in A Thursday. Ajay, well, he doesn't even move a muscle on his face, which is why when he moves his body to express, it's just awkward. Especially when he has to burst out loud when angry or emotional, Ajay is too awkward and we found it difficult to connect with his heartbreak and anguish. Same goes for Esha Deol. She just delivers the dialogues which when contrasted with Indira Verma's performance in the original, just belittles the character and its importance to the story arc. Too many side stories. The side stories are weird. Oh, and remember how there was sympathy between Hannibal Lecter and Clarice Starling in The Silence of the Lambs? It is reversed here as they try to sell a murderer's close love interest / Joker loves Batman kind of love for Ajay's character. But it seems so awkward and wannabe that you really want the scenes to end.
Inconsistent background score. It's what we said in the intro. You can't take weak written material and just add loud background music to it and expect it to work. Tapa Australia's background score is above average and nothing too special. However, Ananya Birla's opening theme is good and momentarily increased our expectation from this series. Ajay needs to reinvent. We have seen Ajay in way too many cop roles over the past 2 decades, starting with Ganga Jal and Zameen and up to the Rohit Shetty Cops universe. And it's the same every time. He's a no-nonsense guy who doesn't talk much and has a serious, somber quality to his demeanor and speech, and who has a messed up personal life but will do his duty diligently. In fact, he's exactly the same in Gangubai Kathiawadi as well. In the OTT space, where the veteran actors like Neena Gupta, Raveena Tandon and Sushmita Sen have all taken up more challenging and layered roles, it just felt monotonous to see Ajay doing what he's always done. It would definitely have been more desirable to see Ajay in a role similar to Parambrata's in Aranyak. The edge of darkness? Not really. If you think about the character and material at hand separately, yes, there's a lot of scope for this series to be dark. But the execution was so utterly poor that we found it to be more caricaturish than anything else. It's not even at the edge of darkness, it's almost comical, weird, and at places hysterical. The only way you can get through this series is if you're mocking it constantly. A frame without a photo. Lifeless. That's what we felt about the cinematography of this series. In a series that intends to be categorically dark, the visuals can make or break the show. The way the scenes are shot and emotions captured, there's not a moment of horror or a moment of scare or thrill. Just adding your blues and enhancing the darks in the edit and zooming into Ajay's face while he's thinking and smoking is really not artistic. At some point, they even zoom in enough so that you can actually pause and count his beard hair. It's boring, awkward, and unimaginative. Don't watch it if you've seen the original. Rudra falls victim to the same problems that season 1 of Anil Kapoor's 24 did. It tries to be too much like a Western cop drama versus some of the more real dramas like Delhi Crime or Patal Lok. Like Sherlock, Ajay knows everything, and somehow, if he's stuck, someone is there to conveniently help. When you see Neil Cross as Luther, you feel an instant connection with the cop with a troublesome past and a messed up present. The makers failed to bring that here. And you might as well log into Amazon Prime Video and watch the original. If you're looking for more Indian content and have exhausted the usual list, do check out our video on some underrated series that might interest you. We'll put the link above and in the description. Also, do let us know what you thought of this series in the comments below. Delighted with your viewership. This is Viewerscut signing off. Until next time.